Hi everybody, my name is Jeff Moore. I'm the chef at Stone Creek Dining Company in Montgomery. Today I'm going to be showing you how to cook a 4-ounce piece of salmon and a 4-ounce filet for your take-home meal. So let's get started. First you want to turn your pan on, medium-high heat, and you want to add a little bit of olive oil, canola oil, vegetable oil, whatever you have pretty much in your pantry. You're going to generously season your salmon, the top and the bottom. We're going to start with that. Again, if you have a non-stick skillet, that's probably your best bet. There's two different ways you could do this. You could do it on the tabletop of your range of your oven, or you could sear it off and then you could put it into your actual oven. Just depends on your preference. With this small piece of fish, it's not going to take that long to get to that internal temperature of 145 degrees and a perfect medium. But also the longer you cook it, if you want it more done, you can obviously do that as well. So this is what we like to call the presentation side of the fish. This part will go down first. If you really want to impress those guests that you might have, if you ever want to try this in a different setting. That's probably good right there. You want to hear that sizzle. That sizzle means that your pan is hot enough and your fish is not going to stick. Season our steak. This is our Montreal seasoning. You will have this in your box. Generally season that on both sides, even do the other, the sides of the filet. You can obviously do salt and pepper also if you just wanted that. But this is kind of what we use at the restaurant. It's got a variety of spices in it. It's just a better tasting steak with that on there. When you put it in the pan, kind of press it down a little bit so every part of that filet that's touching your skillet will be a nice golden brown color. If you don't really do that, then you're going to have bits or pieces that might look gray. It won't be properly seared all the way. I would say for probably a 4-ounce piece of salmon that you have here, you're probably looking at 4 minutes, probably 2 minutes on each side. And again, you can cook that longer if you'd like. For your filet, dealer's choice on your temperature. If you want a medium, I would probably say, maybe 2.5 minutes on each side. That would probably be sufficient enough. But it's also important that after you cook these, that you let them sit in the pan or on your counter or whatever, so they rest for like 2 or 3 minutes. That'll allow all the juices to go back into the steak. Because that's essentially what you're doing when you're searing, is like you're searing in all those juices, making your steak more flavorful and more tender. So this would be the part where I'd either throw this in my oven if I wanted to cook it longer, just because the longer you have it on there, the more brown it's going to get, obviously. You don't want to burn it. An oven is just a nice safety net to have, especially in your house when you're preparing some sort of meat. We're actually going to do that with the filet. I have that set on 355 degrees. In the oven it'll take probably 6 minutes. Again, the searing would only take about 4.5–5 minutes, roughly. So you'll have some of our house-made herb butter. It goes good on either the fish or the meat. We generally put it on our steaks, but it's so versatile that you could use it in both of them. If you have a lemon laying around, a lemon would be good to put on top of your fish. Whatever you can add to make more flavor, that's pretty much the name of the game. So that's pretty much where I like mine. I always like to put it on a piece of like a paper towel or something to get some of that excess grease off. Same thing with the steak. And then I'll take some of that herb butter. This works a lot nicer if it's at room temperature. Steak being the way it is, I mean, it should just melt like so. And there you have it, 4-ounce piece of salmon and a 4-ounce filet mignon with herb butter. Enjoy.